Welcome
to the Mega64 podcast, everybody. We are on official health alert, health crisis. We are currently in an emergency state. A great portion of Mega64 is in a very dire circumstance.
peril.
It's time.
And we're going to get to the bottom of it right now.
Yeah, it's time to get to the bottom.
And listen, it's important to just hear him out. He was hurt very badly. We want to know how it happened, how to prevent it from happening again.
Yeah.
And just kind of get their story and kind of like what, God, it's like hard to even consider that something so bad could happen to someone.
Yeah.
So we're going to hear from them and get their 2 cents on the incident that happened. It did happen in this studio.
I'm choking.
And the most important thing is just to listen and kind of get their struggle, capture that on camera so that people can know, like, okay, I won't do that. I won't go down that path.
Is it me? Was that
Theme song.
what?
Oh,
Kevin?
see, it's fucking hard. You
Kevin?
guys make fun of me every week.
Does
I was
it
kind
hurt
of
right
hoping that would
here,
be
or
the
does it
Christmas
hurt?
one.
I can't lift
I made
that.
sure it wasn't the Christmas
Don't
one.
lift that.
Don't lift
Hey,
that.
today's podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, Tenga. Shout out to Tenga over in Japan, making items to please yourself since what year were they founded?
1904.
Since 1904.
That's a lot of
the
pleasing.
first year the internet became.
That's the year they
Tenga-
invented masturbation.
Yeah. But prior to that, in the Civil War, everyone was all heated up and horny,
That's
and
why
they
they're all
didn't-
mad.
They're- That's why they were all mad.
what
They
they call it,
were
the-
like angry and all that. That was all resolved.
They all had the measles.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that anymore. Tenga has been doing it right, doing that right, if you know what I mean. Adults only, by the way. So if you're not an adult, don't listen to these words. But thank you very much. And I want to give them a shout out. They sent
Happy
What is
New
that?
Year.
they sent a package before. I think that was more of like a holidays thing. This is the true New Year's.
This is the
Oh.
New
New
Year.
Year's package with a New Year's message.
Wait,
it is Year of the Dragon.
Oh,
The paper banding has been
And-
removed.
my goodness.
And they
What is that?
Wow.
Whoa.
Look at that
Look
presentation.
Look at that incredible presentation. Isn't that just wonderful?
That is
And-
fancy.
And a note that I cannot translate. So
You know,
thank you.
I
I'll
think-
Google
I'm sure it's
Translate
very
it.
heartfelt.
legitimately.
Mhm.
I can take care of
Can I
that.
take this out? Is that allowed?
I'll take
I'm a
care of
guest
it
on
for
the
you.
show, so I should get one.
Yeah,
You could have this displayed, and no one would. It's this art.
yeah.
Let's try
looks
it.
Like,
No
it
one
looks like
knows.
yeah. Seriously, it looks like
It's a beautiful art piece.
Look
Yeah.
at the other side. The dragon
I know.
silk screened onto the
I
packaging.
know. So I
Oh,
just feel
man.
like you could, have your parents over, have
I'll
this
take care of
displayed,
it if you want.
and I
No,
guarantee
that's
you
okay.
that you're fine.
So thank you, Tenga. Go to the link in our info, the info on YouTube. Click the special link. Use offer code Mega64, and you will get a discount.
Hmm.
And you too can chase the dragon, just like I have been. Thank you.
Have been. What?
Chasing the dragon.
Anyway, all right.
Hmm.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So this week was our, every year kind of on an unspoken, little bit under the radar. We have a week-long stream that we do that starts on the MLK Day holiday.
Yeah. It's a tradition at this
It's always a
point.
tradition around this time. We get back into the office and then, all right, we got a week of stream of consciousness streams.
Sorry to interrupt, but should we introduce ourselves for those new?
Oh,
It's kind of a changed lineup today.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Oh, that's true.
That is
true.
We have. Go ahead. You started.
Oh, hi, I'm Garrett. Glad to be here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shawn,
I'm Rocco.
and we have special guest who's here every week with us, but not on this.
Johnny.
it's
Johnny.
me, Johnny.
And
I hope Meg made a little lower third for me. We'll see.
I guarantee you that it exists.
Oh hell yeah!
Well,
I had it made.
we'll
for
whip
when
something
I was
up.
in the podcast.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
We
And then we have
s- we
Kevin on the
switched-
board.
Yeah, Kevin's up on the board today.
Now Rocco decided I've
Last
never
minute,
seen
it was
Kevin's heart
audible.
break so quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel horrible.
It was. We did the pre-show. Great pre-show.
Kevin
You should
was in that seat for the pre-show.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally sub to us on Patreon so you can comment on the pre-show.
Yeah.
But did the pre-show, and then when it was over, Rocco's like, "Hey, I have a weird idea. Let's switch up Johnny and Kevin just for the weekend to have Johnny on the podcast." And Kevin's face, if you could have seen it, was like, in The Simpsons, there was that one episode where Ralph and Lisa go on a date, and then she has to tell Ralph in front of everyone that she doesn't have a crush on him and doesn't like him. Ooh. And you can freeze frame it and see Ralph's heart break.
Come on.
That's what I saw.
That's kind of the...
I just thought at the last minute, I was like, why don't we change it up, this week and, do something where it's like we got, trade off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so advanced.
That just hit me.
It's so advanced up there. Like I gave Kevin a rundown, but it's kind of scary, like just getting command of that out of nowhere. So
it
I
is
understand
intimidating.
the plight.
I have done it before, and I haven't done it well. So, but Kevin, we believe
Kevin
in
knows it better than anyone other than Johnny. So.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Is he okay? Is it?
Scared me.
Is that smoke?
Oh no.
Got a little jump scare in there.
Okay, so
Anyways,
introductions aside, yeah, it was MLK week for sure.
Yeah, we streamed all week, and one of the things that we always like, that's always fun for people who hang out in like our Twitch chat and stuff like that, is Shawn will build something out of Legos.
Yeah, where I don't see it over there. It's all cleaned up.
It's usually some kind of gamer
which
shit.
we actually have. Like it's here. Like the first one we did, I have
Yeah, we got the NES.
Right here.
Right here.
And then it came with
some controllers, and you just broke some of it.
The Mario
the
on
Mario
TV.
thing, but if you scroll,
That was cool.
Wait.
That's still dope.
That's so
It's
sick.
him going through the level.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No, this was a cool Lego set for sure.
Yeah, this took forever. But anyways, so
Question mark block is up there.
That was the next year.
Yeah, and that one going back. Oh, should have done that.
We're about to see a fourth.
So yeah, I was gonna say far bad start.
But
This was one of the best ones they ever
This one,
did.
I didn't know what it was gonna do.
Yeah,
and then
Gives you coins.
Wait, it goes like this.
That's so dope.
And then it opens up, and it's
Yeah,
it's Mario
it's
64
Mario
stuff.
64.
That's what's so cool
And
about
then
it. You
you-
got King Babam
Oops.
right there.
And then you open it up here, and there's Bowser just chilling. Anyways,
That's so dope.
so yeah, sorry.
No, I'm scared that you're gonna break it.
Oh no, I did.
No, he did break it.
'Cause it's like you're trying to jam it back together.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
So this year I thought I would do not a Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
We would do the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Which is another, nerd thing.
My favorite
Nerd
movie.
shit.
Okay.
My favorite movie. And so I
All
wanted
right.
to do the DeLorean. And I will say that earlier last Wednesday, I think I talked about this maybe in the last podcast. I don't know if I did, maybe. But I I coughed in a weird position, and I felt an explosion in my ribs, and I went to the chiropractor, and they adjusted me because I had bronchitis. I'm getting over that. It's just a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And also too, we should preface. Sometimes we have done. I could speak for myself. Multiple people have had a subluxated rib at some point where really a chiropractor, or in my case, I just rolled over on a certain way.
Oh, that did happen
can
to
pop
you.
back in.
Yeah.
That has happened to a couple of us here, where it's really just like, you just hit it the right way and it goes back and it's fine. It's not a big deal. So I guess the thought was maybe it was that.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
like a bruise or something.
well,
Like
yeah,
you
I
coughed
just
weird.
did it from a cough. So I was like, yeah, probably just and also I feel like everything's kind of swollen inside me because I've been coughing so much that I'm very sore. Like my stomach muscles are sore because I've been coughing so much. It's been really fucking terrible.
The coughing is giving you like a 6-pack of abs as like a side effect.
Well, I wish, but maybe if I stop eating,
Okay.
bread, I could see that 6-pack of abs.
That'd be
but
cool. That'd be
Those
cool.
burritos are
If
making
you just stay sick for like a year.
yeah. So, anyways, I, was doing better. Like it hurt myself on Wednesday. Went to the chiropractor twice. Felt a little bit better, and then was in the middle of my stream, and I just coughed again.
They got to see it.
They got to see
Live.
it live.
Happened live. Yeah.
Now,
Oh.
Johnny, if you want to cut
Yes.
to it, I'll say, go ahead, cut to
Sure.
it now. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Oh, God. I did it again. No. I did it. Well, you gotta see it. You gotta see me pop a rib out live. That's exciting. Okay, so what you just saw,
Don't
it
cough.
reminds me of the grape stomp lady in the sense of
Yeah.
I do something and I go, oh wait, no, stop.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And-
I actually watched the clip like a ton of times. I think I could do a good impression of it.
Oh, I wanna
please,
hear.
I
I
would
wanna
love
hear.
that.
All right, just gotta get the. I did again. I did again. I did again.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
It was,
I
it
did
was
again.
rough.
You kept saying
It
I
was,
did it again.
Yeah, it was rough.
I did
That
it
was-
again.
That was a bummer.
It hurt. It was like it hurt so bad I thought I was gonna pass out on camera. It
Yeah.
hurt so
Yeah,
bad.
it's hard for me to watch. I don't
And-
want to see that.
And what did we find out? It wasn't actually like the same rib. Maybe.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I don't know how any of this happens. I felt that explosion. I was like gonna press on and keep trying to build Legos, but it's like no one has had a Lego injury but me. Like that's so lame. Like what?
He's a Lego maniac. This guy.
What a
You
lame,
heard of Zach? My boy Shawn's got nothing on him.
What a lame way to go out. You know. So, anyways, I couldn't even
Fuck.
move. So then I go to I lay down in my office and I'm like, I have like tears in my eyes. Like I'm not crying. I guess I kind of am crying, but I'm not like crying. I'm just laying there, but the pain's so bad. My eyes
Yeah.
are watery. Like,
You
oh
look
my
yeah,
God.
bad.
And then I'm like,
Shocking you.
how do I get off the floor of my office? Like I laid down because it hurts so bad, but now I literally can't move.
Yeah.
What do I do? And so it took me like 15 minutes to get up. And so finally I told Garrett, like, I don't know, Rocco, tell him I'm going home. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
can't- I
passed
can't.
me in the hallway after you were kind of collecting your things. And
Yeah, I
you
was
just
kind of
looked-
mad you said you didn't say bye.
You
Yeah.
you looked so mad. You were like,
So
I can't
Yeah.
fucking believe I did it again.
So-
I'm going home. I was like, yeah, go home, get better. I'll tell everyone.
It, like sucked. And so then I go home and I I'm feeling bad. And then so I still take Linda to dance class. I took Linda to dance class, but then like my chiropractor is off on Thursday. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel like I just popped that rib out again. Like he fixed me last time. So I found another place that was open.
Okay.
And I was like, I just need to go get help. Like, I don't know. And then he adjusted me and like nothing was helping. It still like hurt like really bad. And then he got this little like tool, like tool out and started like going in between my ribs and like helping me like with this tool. And it was not helping. And I just felt so bad that I was driving home and being like, yo, I gotta go to like a doctor. I gotta go to like
Urgent care.
get an x-ray or you know, I can't go to a chiropractor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, what I'll do is I will do that tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Sorry, everyone in the chat calling him a real doctor.
That is funny.
Yeah. Well, you know, like
The
Whatever.
adjustment has helped before.
it has helped me in the past. And
Yeah.
I will be like honest. Like when I was a kid, I had a terrible problem with migraines to the point where like it affected, like I was like twice a week I'd be out and my dad would have to like rub my head for hours. And I was just like, I was like incapacitated for like a year of my life with migraines.
Yeah.
I went to a chiropractor who adjusted me and helped me. And like truly like Dr. Deho, I know he has passed away. He passed away like a year later. But
Yeah,
like he
Deho.
like saved me.
Yeah.
Passed
He
away.
sa-
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Boom,
sorry.
boom,
That's
boom.
fine. He
RP.
saved me. He saved me.
In his honor, though, we say boom, boom, boom.
You know what?
Everybody say Deho.
Everybody say
Everyone-
Deho. Yeah, he
Everyone-
passed away. Like it was cancer.
I'm sorry.
More Dr. Deho.
What a better tribute.
Well, whatever. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
Sorry.
It hurts you
Okay,
both.
don't make
make
Shawn
Shawn
laugh.
laugh.
Sorry.
Shut up.
Oh.
Kevin, stop.
It hurts him. It hurts him inside.
Oh, God.
Johnny.
Killing him. Johnny, that was a bad joke for two reasons.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Woo,
apologize.
you're
Anyways.
hurting it, my boy. Here.
Anyways, so
Go on.
So anyways, I was like, well, I'll do that. I'll go to the doctor tomorrow. Because I won't go to the emergency room because that costs so much fucking money that I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I will go to urgent care. That I'll do. So I'm like, well, let's get through. I cannot explain to you the night Thursday night,
Oh boy.
trying to make it to the next morning was
Oh.
like I couldn't move. There was a point in the night where I needed to get up just to pee, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I can't get up, and I'm just laying in my bed, just like Jenny's like sleeping next to me. I'm like, do I wake her up, ask for help?
Pick
I'm like,
me up.
I don't want to become this person. I cannot wake her up.
Not to be, try to get in on this at all, Shawn, but that dizzy thing that happened to me, it was the same way. It was like, well, I'm going to pee. Do I just pee the bed? I can try to get someone to come over, and I don't know what to do.
I just feel like I did, and it's like I could have woken Jenny up.
Crawl? Can you like crawl out?
It's
or
not
you
a
can't
good look.
roll over.
Yeah.
It's not a good look to be like, hey babe, I can't get out of bed.
No,
Help me. I just
yeah.
want to be like, no, I'm not.
They
I'm not
don't
going
like
to be
seeing
this.
us that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
So I'm just laying there and I'm slowly going. And I'm making
Yeah.
these sounds. So thank God she didn't wake up, because or maybe she didn't just being polite and tell me. But like I finally get up, and then like I have my laptop with me, and so I honestly spent that entire night awake in pain, but watching Rocco because he was streaming all night,
Oh, no.
and it was
Made it worse.
it was like lovely. It was
Okay.
nice to have.
Oh my God.
It was getting my mind off of it. Rocco like ranking Spielberg movies, and me like he's fucking wrong about this
So
one, you know?
coincidentally, that was the night I knew going into MLK week that the Apple Vision Pro was going to come out the morning of Friday the 19th, and I was like, well, how fun is this? I'm gonna stream literally all night Thursday the 18th going into the 19th. And just coincidentally, it happened to be the night you couldn't sleep due to pain.
Yeah.
So I'm glad everything
It
coordinated.
really was, and we can go into that night a little bit
Yeah.
later. But
Yeah.
I will say that it like I would be like, again, eyes watering because it hurts so bad, and being like, "What's what Rocco's up to right now?" And it's just like, oh, now they're like, Jockey. I see Johnny has left. Johnny's not there anymore. You were there late though.
Oh yeah, I was there till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Johnny, there was an hour and 40 something minutes left on the
Couldn't do
clock when Johnny was like, I gotta go. And I'm like, but only an hour and 40. But that hour and 40 made a big difference.
Yeah.
He did not need to be there any longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like going through. We're like looking at like screenshots from the movie Spy Kids, and we're just like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I need to go to bed."
Yeah, my brain was dead at that point. So anyway.
So then, again, we'll get to the thing. But I was there with everybody else when Rocco hit the button. I was
okay.
there.
You were there.
I was watching, try to scan his face. I was there for the whole thing.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I then go to the doctor
That next morning.
the next morning, but the doctor just takes forever,
Mm.
and like I can't be comfortable in any position, but especially sitting is
Not
still really
comfortable.
bad. And so they sat me in like, hey, here's like the waiting room. Like once I finally got called in to the doctor's room, like they'll be in right in. I waited there for an hour and a half, just like, please come in. I cannot sit here anymore. Please, God. They finally gave me X-rays, and then the doctor came back. I was like, yeah, you got 2 broken ribs. They're broken. And I was like, well,
Jesus.
what did you do? Did you get tackled? Did you get what happened? I'm
no.
like, I coughed.
Broken ribs.
And then I was like, I went to the chiropractor, but like, I don't.
And then they were like, there you go.
Well,
He
no,
broke
but
it. No.
but everyone was like asking, like, do you think the chiropractor is what did this? But it's like, well, the 2
No.
points of excruciating pain were
Weren't
not there.
Yeah.
It was here, and it was at my house when I got up.
So do you think
I don't think like that is like.
could it have been one broken rib one day, another broken rib here the next day, or 2 broken ribs the first time and then really broken again the second time you did it?
I don't know.
Like-
Well, they're saying like the chat's saying the chiropractor did it in lawsuit. I'm not going to sue anyone.
No,
You
this
know,
this incident already happened before.
Yeah, like I'm not.
This is a
mad.
known rib problem Shawn has.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but like I just feel like it. The pain
Yeah.
was here in the home. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
The chat, sometimes they have good ideas because in the stream when you announced that you had to leave, I saw them coming up with possible theories. A couple said you could have them removed and then you could Marilyn Manson yourself.
Ooh, that's cool.
There
Which
were
would
a
be
lot of, I
cool.
will say, in all the chats,
They were
the
coming up
streams
with good
prior
stuff,
to-
right?
There were a lot of Marilyn Manson related theories.
Yeah, I was impressed by the chat. coming
And
up
I
with
know
really
back
good
in the
stuff.
day you said you liked his cover of Sweet Dreams. So I just,
we did talk about
you're
that.
saying that there could be a connection. You definitely don't want to connect you to Marilyn Manson nowadays. But I
No.
know back in the day you liked that cover. So I just want to make that clear. That
Very
had
true.
nothing to do with it.
So, I mean, how are you sitting here now?
Well, it hurts.
Well, it hurt. You don't have a brace or anything?
I do. I have a little like girdle thing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even see that.
It's like a
little
back
brace.
Did they
brace.
give you like
Yeah.
medication or anything?
Okay, so she basically was like, "We're gonna give you a shot, and what
Whoa.
this shot is
Ooh.
gonna do is make it so you can't feel this for." They said from 10 to 48 hours. It's like, well, I hope it's the 48 and not
Yeah.
the 10 because that's a big difference.
Because even getting a deep breath is probably painful, right?
You know what? It's not really
that's
because
good.
Oh,
That's
because
good.
it's on the side back here and not up front. So like my ribs, it's like this side of my rib.
It's a
over
back
here.
rib.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like probably I would say like 5 inches below my armpit is where I am fucked. So I can't sleep on my sides or anymore, which is like how I like to do it. But then so yeah, it's I don't know, like it just hurts right now.
Standing okay?
So I got that shot. They're like, hey, you probably should lay down. Like, and so I was going to go into work, but then everyone here is like, don't come in.
Yeah, on
Just go."
Friday, this guy was like, oh, see you probably by noon. We're like, go straight home.
You just go home.
afterwards. Yeah.
Even
yeah,
to-
you were like, yeah, I don't know, Legos might be off the table. I'm like, fucking work is off the table.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, even tonight, Rocco's like texting me like, hey, man, like, we're good. You
Yeah,
don't have
you
to
don't
come
need
in.
to do the
But I do
podcast.
think,
I wasn't sure you'd be here.
no, I know. But like, I just feel like, well, I'm just sitting at home anyways, like, and
Yeah.
Now, I will say that like talking has been a struggle for me because I still am getting over bronchitis. And
And the
every
cough.
time I cough, it feels like I'm being stabbed, like in the side, like stabbed. Or I sneezed this morning and
Ugh.
I fell down to my knees. It hurt so bad. I couldn't even help it.
Oh.
And so that sucks. And so like a lot of times I'm like, I'm gonna try to hold in the cough. And I know if I cough, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, bro.
And so I'm going like that. I'm going like trying to get like whatever.
Clear your throat.
But it's not.
Oh,
it's not doing
it's
it. So it's been bad. I this was probably the most I've talked since
Yeah.
this
Wow.
has happened. But I will say that they did give me Tylenol with codeine.
Okay.
Which
Oh,
is
that
like-
good?
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah.
wild.
You could put pop that in some Sprite, make some purple Sprite, dude.
Is that what
Yeah.
happens?
Put
Well,
some Skittles in there?
Yeah.
They I've never had that before, but like I laid in bed after it, and all of a sudden I felt like all warm and tingly. I'm like, ooh. But they gave me 6 pills and that's it.
That's
so,
it.
my thought was like I can sleep for 6 nights and then after that I'm kind of on my own, which is okay. But they said the pain should start subsiding in 3 weeks. So
It takes that long to
they-
heal a rib?
The ribs will take 4 to 6 weeks. She says that she hopes that the pain will be more manageable within 3. But it's like 3 weeks because they can't do anything for a broken rib. It's just broken. You just have a broken rib. Like there's no cast. It's just good luck to you.
Yeah.
You know.
Just don't cough on that side.
Yeah.
What hurts more, like this or like post vasectomy?
Oh, I would say for sure this.
This hurts
Really?
more
This.
than the
Yeah,
vasectomy.
this
Wow.
vasectomy is designed to be a certain way. Like,
yeah,
they-
vasectomy, post vasectomy, is
I hear it's
Sore.
rough, but
vasectomy itself, the procedure never felt the stabbing. I mean, it was not great. Getting shots in your testicles, I don't recommend.
Ah!
But I will say that if you ask me, hey, Shawn, you could feel that pain again or the vasectomy pain again, I would do the vasectomy pain again.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
this
Wow.
really fucking hurts. And so, yeah, 2 broken ribs and I just got to tough it out, I suppose.
You broke something, I believe, when we were still playing softball. You were running for a left field fly,
Yeah.
and then you ran. Remember, you ran like through the fence.
And into the fence, yeah. I don't think I broke anything.
You didn't
though.
break anything?
No, I just like fucked up my face.
Okay.
And I was all like bleeding and that was
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up, but
yeah. We could. You had to stop playing
just for a little bit.
just for a little bit.
But then we were on TV the next day when I think it was like
oh yeah, and I had to put makeup
we
on
were
you.
in G4 or I forget where we were, but we were on TV and I had like mangled, like my gums are bleeding and then like my face is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Running.
I forget
What
what
was
that
it?
was G4 or was it IG? I
I
don't
think
know.
so. I remember DVRing that,
Yeah.
and it said chip grip under your name or something.
I
So
think
it's
that
like
that sounds right.
the
Nice.
double, like being in pain and also having to deal with that joke.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so
you get a lot of injuries.
I think we all just to clarify though, I think we all went in on the chip grip joke because it was someone at G4 that called you that
yes,
initially.
that's
so we
correct.
thought that
I wasn't
was-
mad about that.
I think we were actually like happy it returned to
Yeah,
its
that
home.
was us being like, fuck this guy.
Lean into it.
That was me saying that. At least,
That's
so.
Someone at the network thought back in the day when we were thinking we would pitch our show to the network, they really didn't give Shawn much credit in the situation and kept saying, "Well, good for this guy, along for the ride."
Yeah,
and
it was,
and like, what can he do? You know, like we were all trying to figure out how to pitch in on the shoot.
I forget exactly what it was.
Yeah,
and it's been a long enough time, and I have enough, confidence in what I do now that I don't feel this way. But
but that was the early days. It's harder.
That was early on, and it was something like, and I forget the order of this, but it was something like, Derek is the talent, Rocco is the brains, and Shawn is along for the ride. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just saying that.
What?
I mean, that's just rude.
What?
And then
if you're on set, you don't say that to someone.
And then when we were in action filming later, it was like, yeah, Rocco, let's get Derek behind the camera on this, and Rocco get his approval on this and this, and God, man, let's get some snacks. We need Shawn chip grip, Shawn, something like that, where it was just like, yeah, this is like super insulting. Yeah, okay, all right. It was like 8 times you had something like that.
Yeah, that at the time really affected me, but I was 19.
No, we were all sensitive about that.
Not sure
though.
what I was doing.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably not what I wanted to hear. I needed to hear.
And in hindsight, I'm sure that person dealt with that on a different set, and
I'm
was just
sure.
like doing it back. I feel like that.
And truth be told, they didn't know our dynamic at all, and just didn't do any further research. So it's kind of like, well, you didn't know, but also like maybe don't say those things if you don't know.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear that.
Look back now and think like, oh, he was just fucking with me.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, I will hate you forever. But
so trade off.
There you go. But I honestly don't hate this person. I don't care. I truly, I'm fine.
Just say her name. Okay, fine. Yeah, Olivia Munn. Krugs, are you happy? There it is.
We did it.
Yeah.
She was like, chip grip. No, that's not true.
Put it to rest.
That's all fake.
So just to end my story real quick. So I'm doing my best. It does hurt, but these things happen. And so I'm just going to tough it out. I'm going to tough it out. We're fine. Everything's fine. But thank you for your concern. And thank you, Rocco, for streaming all night, because that got me through that fucking terrible night.
I honestly wasn't going to. I didn't even really want the Apple Vision Pro.
Wow.
But I just thought, like, God, there's just lonely people out there, hurt people out there. Shawn's kind of a little bit from both columns. And I was like, I have to do this. I have to do it. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And that's why I did that. I didn't really, and even Johnny, like I didn't really want him there.
No, yeah,
but
I could tell.
It's like people need to see anyone could have a friend, even Johnny.
Yeah.
And that I was just helping.
Yeah.
I have this kind of what's stuck in my brain is there's a video. I know we've talked about it probably on an old podcast where Kathy Lee Gifford had a boy on. There was a autistic boy at school who didn't, and he sat by himself, and
no one ate lunch with
the
him.
school jock came and sat with him at a table.
Yes.
And then they brought him on for a segment, and like she had a song written about him.
Yeah.
And it's the most awkward segment.
That was
It's
terrible.
so bad.
It's the most awkward segment where they're just patronizing this poor little kid. And then the kid says like the song is too sad, and they all like laugh at him. And
Yeah, we hear the song.
it was like the
It's pretty
douchiest
sad.
segment I've ever seen. So anyway, I just watched that. I don't know why that
You
was in
showed
my,
that to me like a month ago, and I
forgot
was like,
about that.
holy
I don't know
shit,
why that came
Rocco.
up in my recommended, and I've just been thinking about it ever since. So that's why I'm playing that card, Johnny. I actually had a great time. I didn't think Johnny was going to join me.
That was so nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I planned to stream. I was like, I'm going to stream all night. That'll be the gag. Is I'm gonna, make a claim into the camera. I'm not leaving this stream until we have the new Apple, whatever. And that people wouldn't think I would stream all night long.
They didn't believe you.
And even people kept swearing it was a bit. Like he's acting so cocky about it. He's gonna end it after like 45 minutes or something like that. But no, it was a just shy of 10-hour stream.
That's great. How could you do that? Like, what did you? I saw, I was there for a lot of it.
Yeah,
but like. I mean, that's wild, dude.
I've done so many long ass things for Mega64. This Blu-ray's got to be done in this many hours, and I didn't. I'm not trying to do this shit anymore. But where I stayed up like a couple days and got it done, and whatever. But things like that happen. I've been through so much shit that like doing a stream for 10 hours doesn't even faze me. That felt like half an hour. Didn't care.
Dude.
I was having too much fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think Johnny would join me. He did and stuck it out. There was literally an hour and 44 minutes left before he left. And we were saying it's like that both seems close. Like, why don't you could just stick it through? It doesn't seem that long.
Over an hour.
But then you added in like how much time do you have to sleep before work? It's the difference between sleeping like 6 hours versus 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a big difference.
That
Like
is, yeah.
you know, or whatever. So I think he made the wise decision. I just feel bad because he missed out on getting the headset.
Yeah,
He
you were
didn't
playing
get one.
like intense music, and I couldn't hear it anymore. I heard it for like 3 hours.
See?
I was like, I
keep
can't.
him awake.
And people were like, "How are you playing that music the whole time? Does this drive you crazy?" It's got like a heartbeat in it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I haven't heard it.
I
in
couldn't
hours.
do it.
I couldn't hear it at all.
You'd leave, and the chat would be like, Johnny, please turn it down.
No.
I'll turn it down like a little bit.
You have to keep the intensity up because it was building towards.
The Apple Vision.
8
'cause if
hours
it-
of intensity.
If it went quiet, you know, then you don't care. But anyway, yeah, I was, as I mentioned, our shout out everyone who booked me on Cameo. You paid for that damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was
funded
on you guys. Thank you very much. I mean, I wanted it, but you know, you guys made that happen. So thank you. I'm hoping to get a lot of fun stuff out of it whenever it comes out, you know, get some, you know, definitely get used to seeing me like this on the podcast. I think this week and next week, because the week after that,
It's gonna be all.
that won't be off at any
You'll be
point.
Vision Pro.
That's
Yeah.
on. So that way it's like, yeah, oh, we didn't post this. It's posted. Oh, we didn't do that.
I think that's
It's
awesome
done.
though.
So yeah, just get used to that basically.
Did it sell out?
Well, when Apple sells their shit, it isn't like, oh, it's gone. Sorry. They just keep pushing the release date.
Oh,
But in a few minutes, it was mid. If you want it, it's mid-March. Oh, if you want it, it's late March. Oh, you know, that only happened in a few minutes. But I think that speaks more to them. All the rumors going into it with the leaks were like, they're not making very many of these. This is like, I think they're using this first one as marketing for a later one. I think this one is out and like you'll see people in a position to like show it off that pick it up. You know, like half the appeal to me is like, we're going to shoot some stupid shit with it or
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
something funny with it or make something cool. If I didn't have that platform, it would be a lot less appealing. Microsoft Word is on the Apple Vision Pro. I'm like,
I saw that.
but the fact that I could do a video with that is a lot more appealing. So anyway, I think that they aren't whatever with that. And then maybe it'll look cool enough that when they start putting out like maybe maybe there's a more broad range of them and there's a cheaper one and whatever. Maybe that will go further. But
yeah, they're saying in
I
the
just
chat,
don't
which is a
think-
good point. Apple Vision Pro implies a cheaper Apple version.
I think that was not an accident that they put Pro at the end, so that now they could do Apple Vision Air, Apple Vision whatever,
Okay.
and have it be maybe it doesn't have that screen on the front. I mean, this one has an OLED screen on the front just to show your eyes.
That's so weird.
I want that.
That'll be the first to go, I bet, when they do a cheaper one or something.
I want to see that though. I'm excited for us, interacting with Rocco around the studio space because he's gonna have it on all the time. With that fucking battery pack on his belt and
yeah.
and he, we get to see him blink.
So that's what I was gonna say was I wanted to say thank you again. I thought, well, the headset's covered, so there was so little info going into the item going up. It was like, are there going to be different versions of it? Are there going to be like higher capacity? Because they said it's got 256 gigs. Is there a version with more? And so I told the chat, I'm like, the headset's covered. You guys covered that. So, I could throw in some money on adding more space to it, and I know Apple well enough. I'm like, it's going to be $200 more to get 512 gigs. If that's what's on there, I'll get that. That's exactly what happened. And then another 200, you get a terabyte, and then whatever. But I went with 512. This thing fucking fleeced me out the door. This thing was covered. You guys paid for this headset, and I'm like, oh, easy. $200. I can pony up the $200.
Sure.
Every accessory out the door, they made $200. No matter what you wanted to do. Oh, do you want the case?
200.
Well, yeah, I got to put it in a case. The case is $200.
What kind of case
Did
is
you want
that?
an extra strap for the thing? And maybe try a different size. I don't think the strap is $200.
Yo.
Okay, so an extra battery is $200 too. If you want, like, maybe your battery, only lasts a couple hours on it, so maybe you want a couple to switch between. Okay, $200 for that. I don't know what's in that battery, so maybe I don't know. Maybe there's tech that whatever.
yeah,
I doubt
maybe.
it, but okay.
It's probably just a fucking battery. But
Yeah,
okay, sure.
but let's just say the strap around your head is the same price as that. Like you're telling me that
Whoa.
has there ever been further evidence they're just making shit up
right?
than the the fabric strap is the same price as the thing that actually does something with your helmet. You know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, they ran a racket out that thing. So it still cost me some coin on the way out. But
so what'd you end up doing? You got the case. That makes sense.
I did get the case.
Now, did you get the strap? The extra strap?
Get 50 Cent always says get the strap.
Get the
when
strap.
when
So
he
that's
heads
why you had
out.
to.
But so I had to. No, it comes with all that.
Oh,
It's only if you want an extra
Yeah.
one. It's only
Did
if
you want
an
an extra one? did you?
No. So what? So when you started, it scans your head. They said, and it felt very like Paul Verhoeven movie.
Okay.
Don't you think? Like you go to checkout.
Yeah.
You go to checkout. Didn't we talk about that?
Yes,
I think
yes,
a little
yes,
bit. It's like, all right, when checkout begins, give us your eye information and go and be sure to scan your head. And even if you ordered it through the website, like on
Wow.
desktop, like I loaded it up on PC. Okay, I want to order this. Click. It wouldn't let you go more than one step. It was just like, here's a QR code. Have someone you know with a phone with the Face ID scanner. Go get
It
them.
has to be an Apple thing?
Go get them to scan it. Yeah.
What?
It wouldn't on any device. You had to have a phone that would scan your head.
Wow.
That was the only way you could do it. So I did it. I don't know what's wrong with my fucking head, but it's like, yeah, just do circles. Easiest thing in the world. Okay. And it kept telling me, where's your head? Where's your head? Where's your head? And the only thing I can think of is there's so many things around me upstairs. That's where I was streaming. You know, it's like I'm surrounded by props up there that maybe something was
Pictures on the
getting
wall.
tripped up.
Oh.
So I ran to a blank wall and did it there. And then it worked, but it was very weird about that. And people, it's so funny because, panicking to get, I want to get this by release date.
Yeah.
How many are they going to have? I don't know. And yeah, people in the chat were like, I was panicking for you. No, the head scan. I was like, well, thank you for your concern. But it was all good.
Yeah. You know what? I was watching that and it wasn't working. And I'm like, he's getting this thing. I
You just knew
I
he's
had
gonna
full
get it.
confidence. I was not panicked. I was good.
But also,
I
how
like-
many people really were this devoted to getting
Yeah.
this fucking thing?
I just like how he's
not
like, I
really.
was here for 10 hours. Why didn't I do this earlier? Or something like, was it the prescription? You trying to get that like read? Like,
Yeah.
what does this mean?
Last minute, I found a thing that's like, hey, it's going to ask for your prescription info. If it's already in your
Health.
in the health app, you can put all
Yeah.
that, log all that. Which, by the way, I don't know how much you guys have explored the health app on the iPhone, but I
Not
found a
really.
section for sexual history.
Really?
What?
Yeah, so I
Wow.
filled that fucker out, dude. I'm
Nice,
like,
dude.
this was cool. This sucks.
What does it
That
ask
was
you?
dope. Oh, you name it.
Let Steve Jobs
Was this
know.
good? How'd that feel?
Stop it.
Good.
What it re-
How many times?
Smiley face,
How-
frowny face.
Sexual
Yeah.
history. But what is that? What could they
Feedback, and I was like texting people, hey, what'd you think about this?
What in the
Bad.
world?
Ooh, bad.
Yeah.
No, it's more just like sorry, somebody in the chat put how many loads. I'm sorry. That got me. You got me, Indio.
That's a lot.
But anyway, no, it's more. I think it's more about like concerning things.
Oh,
Like I had a
STD.
STI.
or a terrible headache or something. Like you just log that
Oh,
because then if you log everything else, then it's like, hey, you're claiming you have heart issues, and then this happened and this happened. You might have something to look
You
at.
might be boning, and then it makes all the blood
Yeah.
run out your head, and you get a headache.
And so I
'Cause
entered
you
all
be
that in,
boning.
and it said you might be too good.
Too good at boning.
that's what happened.
Well, it didn't say it what, but we know.
We know.
Not to spoil
Siri
the
can't
movie
say that.
Dave, but if the real president would have had the Apple Watch, probably wouldn't have died
Exactly.
on Laura Linney.
It literally Siri popped in and said, "We don't want a Dave situation." And I was like, "What? What's a Dave situation?"
yeah.
So anyway,
Johnny,
I
I've never been more glad that I don't have to do movie club.
But Dave,
I don't know about you, Johnny. I don't know how you feel,
Come
but
I mean, I feel like I
on.
know what happens in the movie now. Like I got all the gist. for
yeah,
sure.
I don't need to see it
It's
because I
good.
understand now.
it's
Uh,
good.
But anyway,
What
to go
happens
back
to Laura
to
Linney?
the health app.
Yeah.
So I had up my prescription in there, and it's actually like, do you want to archive like your prescription? I hadn't seen my eye doctor in a little while, but they retired and left me a scrap of paper that was like, here's all your prescription info, and it expires. It's seriously a week from the Vision Pro coming
Whoa.
out. So I'm like, this is still good. So I put it in the app. I logged everything.
Oh, good.
And then when it came to the end, it was like, okay, you need, it actually acts at the end. It's like, okay, we're going to involve Zeiss now, the lens crafter. You have prescription lens. Do you wear prescription glasses? Yes. Okay. You can give us all your info now, or we can just get it from the health app if you give us permission. Okay. And I did that. And then, but they were like, we don't know. This is sketchy. We don't know. This could be out of out of range or
What?
not up to date or not. I'm like, uh-oh. And then it's like, if you think all this is wrong, you could just scan your prescription and send it to the Zeiss people. I was like, I'll do that. So I seriously scanned. It's the ratty. It looks like this thing has been in a sewer for a month, like it or for a year. It was just this ratty crumpled up piece of paper with my info on it. Scanned that in, and then when I woke up the next morning, it was a text from Zeiss that was like, "Okay, great, yeah, we saw the note. You're all good. Yeah, we're making your lenses." Dude, the lenses have my name etched into them really small on the side. Dude, this is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, you guys can use the lenses if you want.
You can take the lenses out and we could use it.
They're magnetic. They pop on. They pop on the eye holes. They just. They
Were
pop
those
on.
$200 too?
It was 150
more.
So
that's what I mean.
Glasses.
150 plus the extra space
The
and
case.
all the accessories. So yeah, I thought I was getting out of here like, oh, Cameo covered all this, and then I left and it was like, oh, I still got
You gotta do more cameos, bro.
screw gold. But I did, to be fair, Cameo went above and beyond. So you still pretty much
Yeah.
covered it. But that still was
I just raised my prices on Cameo.
You
I
did?
did, yeah. Just by $10.
You're worth it. You're worth it.
Inflation, man.
You're worth it.
I just
2024.
kept doing, and I think I said before, but like Apple takes half. Well, when I was had it at my before, so it was like, I don't know, man. Like they take all of it. Like I want more.
I'm telling Apple's fleecing us out the door, dude.
I know
Those accessories and your cameos.
What's up, Apple?
This is a bad time to announce this, but we might have to abandon this ecosystem.
I always get scared though, because like I felt like, oh, well, that's in a Cameo. No one's gonna ask again, because it's more. But I got another. Don't worry, someone else did ask for a Cameo.
You're
still,
okay.
Yo, book Shawn on Cameo.
That was close.
I've achieved my goals. Shawn, he's eventually gonna see money.
I gotta get titanium ribs.
You gotta set a
He
new
wants
goal.
to give him 2 titanium.
Is that what
ribs.
it is?
What?
New ribs? That's your new goal?
No,
Because
Hey, legit,
I think
make
the
that your
audience
goal.
likes when you have a goal.
Hey,
They liked
seriously,
Rocco's goal.
I really put that in there, just like no one's gonna book my Cameo. It's douchey that I'm on Cameo, so I'm gonna lean into that. Yeah, I'm on here. I want the Apple Vision Pro headset. That's it.
That's
Done.
true. I mean,
and
people-
I thought no one would book it, but people liked that goal.
people really did like, they did help with Emma's graduation party.
Yeah.
See?
And they
Yeah.
would, because you can do tips on Cameo.
Yeah.
And so I would do the video, and they're like, here's a
Oh.
$100 tip. Like, so nice.
Yeah,
so nice.
seriously.
Towards Emma's taco truck.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's smart.
So that's really dope.
So yeah,
and
get-
thank
get
you
Shawn
everybody
some new ribs.
for doing that. But yeah, I think that should be, get an all new cybernetic Shawn.
Yeah.
Go
All right, cool.
do what Dick Cheney did.
What did he do?
I don't know. Didn't he get
Oh, he has like a
I just
full
mean
heart.
that as general advice. Do what Dick
Yeah,
Cheney
just
did.
do what he
shoot a
did.
guy.
Yeah. Did he do
Johnny.
Yeah, they
that?
were
Oh, he
hunting.
did do that. They were hunting. I forgot.
He's
that.
hunting,
Too
buddy.
much. I didn't mean
Oh,
that
sorry.
part.
Sorry.
Mm.
You got another doctor you want to tap dance on their grave? Huh?
Shoot a
Do that
guy.
too while you're here?
Destabilize a nation.
Please.
So,
Anyway.
we did other streams this week. I honestly
Yeah.
was disappointed. I mean,
What?
can't help getting hurt, but
No.
I didn't do that much. I was ready to do more. But Garrett, you did PPS, and then you also did a Yoga 64.
Yeah, Yoga 64 was well, if I had better participants, I think it would have been
Oh
a
my
success.
God, what are you saying?
Well, there was just
Wow.
like it was hard. They were hard to follow instructions.
For,
at certain
for a
times.
second, I thought you were still, because I saw somebody in the chat bringing up PPS. I thought you were still talking about PPS. I'm like, damn, you're just dissing Brian on your. Wow, that's
Brian's
kind of
just
rough.
not really listening to me lately.
No, but Yoga 64, yeah, I was brought into that.
Yeah, I'm glad Rocco had a good time.
my
You
commentary.
did say though that kind of made you feel better. Your
That
yoga.
was for some reason, again, my dizzy spells from being sick over the holidays, which, by the way, I have more and more data suggesting that may have been a post-COVID.
Oh, really?
May
the
have been.
dizziness.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh.
but kind of kept ebbing and flowing at that point. And that was one of the last days I really had it. And I don't remember what we were doing. We were doing something. I think I got really like, whoa, I gotta fucking lay down. And then poor Garrett's like, you said you would do the yoga thing. Are you good to do that? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so dizzy. I don't know. Maybe. And then it's like, look, I'll do it, but if I fuck up, like that's good. That'll be part of the bit, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That'll be
That
part of it
works.
on camera, whatever. And dude, it really doing yoga. I think there's something to it, guys.
Oh,
I felt great. Like breathing and then doing a stretch and then doing
Yeah.
that. And it was over. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling great. Hey, normally I don't like to bring up chat stuff or Twitch stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's the second time
Dude,
this happened.
this is the second time this has happened.
What- What
where
is
we're
it?
getting blitzed by like these shitty bots.
Why?
I don't know. I've never seen this before this weekend.
Blitzbot.
If you set it to sub only mode, it'll.
Yeah. I can handle that from here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do from the app.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You know,
Or followers only.
Followers only. Yeah.
You know,
here's the problem: is that it's too fast. If you want to con us, do one person, not so many.
Fit like one first time chatter in every once in a while.
Sorry about that. I put followers only for at least an hour.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Sorry if you hadn't followed us for the last hour.
At
but,
first, the time we gained subs, I got really excited. And
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
realized
Just
it
like
was not.
unending subs.
I was like, oh my god!
Somebody put "fuck the mods." I mean bots. That's okay. We all make typos.
It happens.
Anyway, sorry to get into that and interrupt what we were doing. Those
Yeah, where were we
stupid-ass
though?
bots.
Yoga.
Yoga.
Oh,
But
the
anyway,
yoga, yeah.
yoga. I think there might be something to it. I felt
good,
great
right?
after doing that.
Yeah.
As
Especially
bad as I
when
was
you're-
doing it, just that helped.
When you're in an uncomfortable pose and you really are breathing deep,
Yeah.
like really deep to where your chest hurts.
Yeah.
There's something that kind of like euphoria sets in, especially if you do like a long session
Yeah.
and you're concentrated. I wasn't very concentrated because I was trying to, talk to you guys and fuck around the whole time.
Sure.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing that at home, I really enjoy it.
It was.
And I use that program.
I was here for a second with Lennon.
Yeah, it was great
That
having
was-
Lennon on.
That was
so
not
cool.
planned at all. But that was like,
How did that come about? Because I was like joking around. I saw you guys in the parking lot. And I was like, "What's up, guys? You come back to help me do yoga?"
yeah. And then I think you came in here, and then like I think you made a joke like, "Hey, Lennon, you gonna do some yoga with us?" And
That's
then,
what I
like,
said in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then in my office, she was like, "What's Garrett doing?" Oh, he's doing like a stream, like in front of the cameras for doing yoga. And she's like, "I would do that. Like, would you? you would?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'd do that." I'm like, "Okay." So I told Garrett, I'm like, "Hey, no pressure, but she'll do it if you want her to do it. If you want another person, she'll do it." But I thought she would.
Oh, she was the best.
She was she's so flexible. I'm like, well, she was made to
Yeah.
do yoga. Like this is literally nothing for her.
I had
yeah,
fun.
totally.
I had fun every time we do some kind of hard to pull off move. Going, what? How
Yeah.
are you doing that?
Yeah.
As if she wasn't, a kid raised in gymnastics,
And-
as opposed to a fucking old dude that's never done that in his life.
She was like really proud of herself. She got home and she's like, I was a lot more flexible than Rocco was. Like, I was
That's-
oh shit. But
Took it as a
I
point
didn't
of pride.
stretch, to be fair.
But like she is like naturally like I mean she does so much dance. But like I've caught her on the couch and she's in the full splits just reading, not even thinking that she's in the splits. She's just like hanging out.
Holding that stretch.
Because it's not uncomfortable for her. So
Like
like
a house cat. It's not like a kid.
she's just like she can just like just she's
Yeah.
just very flexible. So I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, she showed us up.
No, it was a good time though. And I was like
Um,
back here laughing. It was really fun.
That was all part of that yoga segment. We basically had a 3-hour loop of programming that was going on. I think it was mostly through
Was that
from
Friday?
I think I went to it for the first time after my stream
Right.
Friday morning, and then it went on through Friday. And I got to hand it to Johnny who put that together. Johnny
Yeah, that was awesome.
came up with all this bizarre shit to kind of feed at like it felt like you turned to the wrong channel at the wrong time. All
think-
that stuff.
I think the same thing happens to me every year. I come back from New Jersey and then me's like, "Oh, we got to do MLK." And I'm like, "Oh God, I have to make one of those loops." And I just sit there like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm sitting there panicking. And then eventually it just like flows out of me. And I'm like, this is nonsense. This is horrible. But this time you guys were like, "No, this is the best one you've ever done." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That was a lot of fun. Johnny came to me and was just like, "What?" To me, the whole appeal of it is impulse. It's just,
Yeah.
this thing came to me. Okay, let's do it. Don't think too hard about it. Just do it. And
Totally.
So yeah, Johnny came to me and was just like, Criterion Closet. Could you do something like the Criterion
That was
Closet?
great.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just
I
turned on the
love
camera
that.
and did that for half an hour.
I watched that. I loved Johnny the music choices for your
That takes me the longest,
whole
surprisingly.
reel. Yeah.
Because I use people always ask like, where do you get the music? Where do you get the music? It's all like YouTube has like music you can use for videos and stuff
Yeah.
where you won't get claimed. And I sit there for hours because most of it is like the worst music you've ever
Right.
heard.
A lot of it's
And
bad.
I have to sit
generic.
there and find like the one good song.
Yeah.
But it was easier this time because there was a lot of like ambient, like nice ambient
That's
music
what I
on there.
liked.
But I went really relaxing. Like every year I'll kind of ask you like, what should I do for a theme? And you just said wet. And I was like, all right,
A
lot
wet
of water
theme.
theme, a lot of
I
like,
got that.
chill.
That would there sometimes just having a title or a name goes a long way, and then you could just now what would that be? And so I am I don't want to take away from your work,
No.
Johnny, but I did. Johnny did walk in. I really just don't know what to do for these next segments. I did say off the top of my head, well, how about DLC or DL Hewley, like a game or something? Yeah, but then Johnny again. I said nothing else. Johnny took it from there and made a whole segment out of that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I said, a segment that's wet. Okay, and then he made.
I mean,
something.
I can't emphasize enough how hard it is to get like that kind of a note
Oh yeah.
and then roll with it. The fact that like, I feel like Johnny working here and coming into like the fold here was pretty seamless in the sense of like from the get go, you could be like, hey, Johnny, I'm wet. Go ahead. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And he'd come back and it's like, you got me. You impressed me. Like he does that. Like he just fits right in. Fits right in with our weird comments.
Personally, like when I used to do more freelance, it was more of a box that I was put in. So I feel like I work well. If you give me like a parameter, I could just like work within that pretty well.
Sure.
And I also think it's like easier because if you just tell someone do whatever,
That
like,
sucks.
I hate that.
it's so hard. But if
Yeah.
you give them like something to go off of, I feel like that's when the juices start flowing.
But that's how it was for us too in the
Yeah.
past. I remember in past years we'd have companies come to us, like do something for I don't know, do something
Cold
for
Fear.
Cold Fear or Disgaea.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like us to do? Anything you want. Oh, don't say that because then it's like I don't.
Yeah.
But when you get a
when they say-
parameter,
yeah.
just like the new Disgaea has a you're constantly gonna die feature. Okay, there you go. It's like, let's do a video about someone who's constantly gonna die. Okay, great. Just something to go off of. Then you can
Totally.
be creative
We've talked
off
about
that.
this a lot, considering it has nothing to do with Mega64. But back in our public speaking class, Rocco and me and our friend Matt.
Yeah.
Don't point at me. I'm not Matt.
Matt.
It's not me.
This guy, our boy Matt here.
But we were given like you have to make a video and like a presentation live, and the parameters like this is do whatever you want. This is what you can't do. So
Yeah.
then
Ooh.
we just started the presentation with everything on that list of things you can't do,
yeah.
and it was fucking
Hey
awesome.
guys, they're like drinking a water while talking. Hey guys, what's up? It's like,
And then she's like,
that's at the top of the list.
You cannot do a Jeopardy segment because everyone knows Jeopardy. You can't do that. So we started with the Jeopardy music, and everyone got super nervous.
Welcome to Jeopardy. And
then, like,
everyone was shitting their
But the whole
pants.
point was trying to get the people's attention, and then her notes were like, you got everyone's attention in the first 10 seconds, and then you moved on and like called attention to the fact that that's not what you were doing.
Yeah. That it was like, we just gave the worst speech ever.
Yeah. And then we
aced that class.
I remember she put like, we got 100%, and then she put on the thing creativity unsurpassed. Like,
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
unsurpassed. We're still riding that high, guys. Still riding that high. And that was the
Good
same
teacher.
class. That was the same class we found out that the Coke machine was busted and was giving out quarters change even if you didn't put that in or whatever. So I got a free copy of Metroid Prime from Coca-Cola. So it was the perfect class.
You just withdrew $60 worth of quarters?
Yeah, well, you put the dollar in and then eject it, and it would give you dollar and change.
Interchange.
So you would just keep making money from Coca-Cola, and you got a free copy of Metroid Prime.
I will say that we did do this, and this is before I realized that independent contractors own.
Listen, we were kids.
I thought I was stealing from Coca-Cola, not some guy who owned that Coca-Cola machine.
We didn't know this stuff. So you know what? Sorry, cancel culture. You want to come for us?
Oh, no.
You know what? You pry this copy of Metroid Prime out of my cold, dead hands. Anyway.
It's okay. It's all right. It happens.
Anyway, so yeah, all that aside, that was a great class.
Yeah. So anyway,
we aced it.
That was just me going off of notes.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, yeah. So that loop that Johnny put together was really, really cool. And then I'm gonna parlay this into a plug here. Derek was cooking in the kitchen, and we had a surprise merch drop on Friday. The MLK the movie VHS tape that came out. It was a surprise merch drop. Came out on Friday in shop.mega64.com. And that we also had a few other items tied to MLK Week, random items. I'm not even going to mention here. Shirts with things I can't even show you. That are very limited supply. Those went up shop.mega64.com as well. That VHS is like a kind of a fever dream, kind of a tour through past MLK Week streams that we've done. Nuggets of kind of the best and worst moments between things that we had nothing to do with, floating in and out of your consciousness, and basically play it and just kind of zone out.
I mean, I would have
here.
kind of imagined it being like, the whole point of this is to tune in. It's like you're watching MLK streams.
Yes.
Like,
it's a compilation.
It's as if you just watched it. It was last week. You put the stream on. Was it? You have no idea what the fuck it's going to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's
but you might recognize some things.
Yes.
Recognize. I don't
Recognize.
I wasn't going to call it.
You might recognize some things.
But yeah. So if you like the streams we did this week, I guarantee you're going to love MLK Week, the movie VHS. Derek not only edited this, but he made the cover. He did like every aspect of it.
Dude,
it's really cool.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this release. I can't wait.
So that went up and all the other stuff. And this is the last week. I know we've talked about this before. We kept the Mega64 Master Collection Blu-ray box set. We kept that up as long as we could. But in the next couple days, it is actually for real. Actually, this time coming down. We added as many copies as we could because people kept going. Please, please, please. No. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. We know it was a higher priced item, so we kept it up as long as we could.
Really what it boils down to, I think, is people are like, "Hey, like I don't get paid until like this date.
Yes.
Like, can you keep it up?" And we got that. Like, not just one person, but a lot of people said that. Well, it's like, well, fuck, I feel bad. So yes, we'll keep it up. So,
yes, did our best, but it's coming down the next couple days. So last chance to pick that up. And I definitely think you'll want to pick it up. If you want like our stuff at all, you're going to have you're going to get a 70-hour nuke of material that maybe you've never seen. Maybe you have, but there's definitely going to be things in between that you have never seen before, even if you've watched all our past stuff. So you definitely want to tune in for that.
It's crazy. It's going to be like, will it be out of print again once they're gone?
Well, we don't know. We don't know what the status. We're trying to get the first printing to ship by when we said it would be. We're aiming for late February, and we can only do 17 between now and then. So that's why we're cutting it off. The future, I don't know. We'll see what the demand is for in the future. But
gotcha.
We just want to get it out when we said we want to get it out. So that's where we're trying to keep it.
Yeah,
we're trying to run a tight ship here. So anyway, get that shop.mega64.com. And then patreon.com/Mega64. You'll find every week Mega64 Movie Club, Friend Dimension. All of us just played. We did another Jackbox game sesh. That video is on there. We got behind the scenes videos you might not have seen. And again, Movie Club. We actually made Movie Club public this last week where we reviewed the last Indiana Jones. Shawn had not seen it, so we reviewed that. And then Record Club was also,
and that was a
free. We made that a free episode. Oh yeah, is that the
longest one?
Record breaking?
Yeah,
really? We did it.
Yeah, you broke the record. It was
hell yeah.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Hell yeah. I was hoping to go to 2, but I'm glad we got to do that as one of the free, to the public on our week of streams.
Yeah. So yeah, we have the Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny.
That's what it's called.
And
right?
Nevermind was it? Yeah. So we do these shows, every week, but mostly it's behind the Patreon wall. But this week we thought, you know what? We'll put them out there for the world
and
to see.
Live too, real time.
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to ignore the chat, but I was seeing them, during our discussion.
Yeah.
And then starting in the coming weeks, you'll get a little extra Mega64 podcast on the Patreon as well. So stay tuned for that. You'll get a little extra conversation on there. If you like our podcast, you get a little more on the side. But that being said, let's get back to what we were talking about. We were streaming stuff. Oh, I was gonna say too, during the MLK Week streams, I did stream Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name.
Right. I saw you playing that.
I thought, that'll be fun to stream from home and whatever. And I got so caught up in that because I didn't know that when you went to the hostess clubs, they just filmed real women.
What?
So they're talking to you. It's like 4K video where they're talking to you like, oh, hey.
It's just video
it's
chat.
you. Yeah. And then you got to like properly respond to their questions. It was a whole sub game within the game.
Whoa.
And I got caught up in it because I wanted to.
What's a hostess club?
In Japan, you can pay to go to a club where women just will like hang out and talk with you.
Hell
Like it's just.
It's like to talk to girls club.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
well,
they're
it's
a
like,
hostess,
It's
so
a
they'll
club.
make you a drink.
It's a club you go to drink. It's a nice club, but then it's part of it is like, oh, cool. They're gonna like hang with you, talk with you, chill, whatever. And
There's like light jazz music playing.
Yeah.
It's like a wood grain interior, leather seating, and they're like sitting across from you in a nice cocktail dress and like asking you how your day was.
And like what?
And would you like
Yeah.
a drink? Oh,
Okay.
it's an immersive. Sean,
Here,
it's an
I'll pour
immersive
you a drink.
experience.
Here you go. Here you go,
It's
Sean.
meant to be an immersive.
Here you go.
So, yeah, the chat's
Chatfield
saying
son.
a dating sim. Is that kind of what this is like?
That's how. Well, in the game, it kind of is. Yeah.
Okay.
In the
Yeah.
game, it kind of was. But then I found out if you answer enough questions correctly, they just you can go out with them after work,
Oh.
and
you
then you
impress
just
them.
basically unlock these gravure videos.
What's that?
Where they like, oh, let's work out in my apartment, and then she's just like working out in her outfit, workout clothes.
Okay.
Just kind of.
So now you just have a girlfriend in the game. Is that what this is?
Well, I hope more than just the game.
Okay.
I mean, she is a real person, so
I mean, hopefully they send the data to the whoever that is.
I would hope.
I'll let them know,
They'd
hey,
be like, hey, this guy Rocco was really. He answered everything like.
He answered it.
you would really like him, and I've heard his voice is very sexy.
She gets an email.
I think that, I was doing a live stream, so they probably submit a recording. I would imagine.
Ah.
She has notifications turned on.
There-
She knows when you.
Unsurpassed.
There is a unsurpassed. There is a woman. One of the people that is in this actually is a Japanese Twitch streamer.
Right.
Oh.
I
Like they
heard
said,
that.
like in Japan she actually is. So there it is. Share the stream.
Maybe.
The comment, the last Starfighter for perverts.
the last Starfighter for.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
genius.
That's a
That's
good one.
so good.
So you gonna play that, Sean?
What, that game?
Yeah.
I don't play the Yakuza game, so I'm not.
You should get this one. Answer all the pervy questions the right way.
I'm good.
She'll do a hot tub video for
I
you.
don't need that.
You don't
I'm
need the-
okay. Thank you though.
We were just talking, Sean, about, obviously you couldn't stream this week. And everything got kind of thrown out of whack. There was certain things planned. I mean, even aside from what happened to you, I was going to go up to LA and stream a bunch of shit that was happening last night. There was, there was a show last night. I was clearing can I stream at this thing? I think I can't. Okay. I planned all kinds of shit. And then it was like pouring rain in San Diego and all kinds of stuff. And it was just, and then stuff with you. And it was just like, all right, I'm just staying in and playing a fucking video game. I don't want to, we didn't need another black cloud of bad luck to.
The weather's
storm our
interesting. Johnny made the wet themed. He made this wet themed reel, and it was really you guys told me on Thursday. It's like, hey, it's gonna start raining. Like we got to take the TVs down.
Yeah, our overnight
set.
Well, Garrett and I had this thought. I forget which one. Maybe I think it was you. I don't remember who said this.
We were both kind of like, what's the opposite of we always build a dungeon? We're always building a dungeon.
What if we were just outside and it was nice?
And it's just a nice, you could see the sunrise.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we went for, which it worked well during sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, it was. There was little things. It was hard to figure out.
We really tried to upgrade it this year, and we went to our nice GoPro, which was like 4K resolution. Like you'll see the fucking feathers on every bird that lands. We thought, and that was just fucking buggy. The webcam software for that is buggy.
Not reliable.
It kept fucking failing in the middle of the night, and someone would have to drive over here and fix it.
Yeah,
so
it was a great idea in theory, and it worked sometimes.
Yeah.
But then during the day, you couldn't see the screens, and we couldn't fix it. Like if you go outside, I could see the screen.
Yeah.
But the camera would not pick that up.
There were those issues. So we just switched to regular old ass webcam.
Yeah.
That worked pretty good. And then you screen region captured the
Yeah, Johnny
video
helped me
and,
with that,
and
yeah.
put it onto the image for during the day. That worked well.
But then like the
and then at
bird-
night we went back. But yeah, no birds.
no
but
birds.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I saw. We tried.
Yeah.
I kept asking,
Lame.
even during the PPS, I'd check in with, I was like, hey, who's been watching the stream? Any birds today? Bird sighting? What do we got? But, you know,
We had like so much food for them, but they
it's
did not
seasonal.
care.
I guess they're
Yeah.
just not
Stupid ass birds.
coming around.
Yeah.
We've heard them up there
Stupid
before. So,
birds. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
but that was fun. And
was a
then
good
really fitting that, you know, it's like, hey, it's going to rain. And then the wet theme comes into
Oh
play.
yeah,
There
that's
you go.
true.
There you go.
Comes full
Foreshadowed.
So anyway, yeah, had fun streaming all this week.
Yeah,
for sure.
I
Thank you.
didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You beat GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat it in one sitting.
Fuck that shit.
How long did that take? Because I've never beat that game.
It actually, well, I had to bump it down in difficulty because I went
Oh.
medium, but you have to do way more to beat a level, and I just didn't have time for that. It took me about 5 hours.
on easy.
Yeah, on easy.
Damn, that's still a lot.
Yeah, and that game is I don't know if you guys have ever played it. This was my first time.
I remember
ever
it
playing
being like,
No,
run through this
no.
I
missile
played it.
tower.
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah, going back to it, it's like it's crazy how far we've come.
Yeah.
Because that shit controls horrible.
Run down
Yeah.
this hallway.
Well, I also when you said that, I was like, well, I mean, I was a kid when this came out, but I don't remember it being a short game. It's shorter, but like,
Yeah.
how long are you playing this for?
It's like once you know what you're doing, the levels are super easy. I feel like
Oh.
the issue is that like it's a little dense. Like you don't know you have to blow this up. You don't know you have to use the watch laser to open this case. Like, and then once you die, you're doing the whole level over again.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
Doom rules.
So could you scum save?
At the end, I had to. There was
Yeah.
a part where you have 10 seconds to open a little
Save scum. Excuse me.
You have to open like a little door on the floor with your watch laser.
Yeah.
And- It's so precise that
Yes.
you need like a full minute to do it, and you don't have that. And I just was like, "Fuck it, save, state, fuck it," and just I kept redoing
Oh,
it.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Draw a little more with laser
Even
save.
usually the chat's like, "Oh, you're not actually beating it," but this time they're like, "No, please save state."
Yeah.
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 I mean, it was no other option.
yeah,
at that
for
point.
real.
And then
That was fun though. I watched.
Yeah, that was great.
I was there for a good amount of
I was
that,
checking
think,
in and
right?
out with that too. And then did you do any more streams, Johnny? I feel like you did.
I'm trying to remember. We ate ribs.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
I
you guys
thought-
eat
Your rib.
ribs.
Yeah.
Was that?
No,
In
Was
honor-
that- that's what I thought. I tuned in and I saw you guys eating ribs. I'm like, that's so fucking funny.
In honor
And
of his
I figured
ribs.
out how to fix a rib. Let me tell you, I
It
know how to
was-
make them feel better.
I was like, that's a great joke. I was, and I was also jealous that I didn't get the ribs.
Eric in the chat says, "Yeah, I tuned out."
Oh,
can't be watching
Come
this.
Why?
on.
Oh no.
We did get that comment. We streamed it at Denny's last night.
Oh.
When was the last time you went to Denny's at 1 a.m?
I don't trust
Did they
that.
still open
Yeah.
at 1 in the
No,
morning?
no
hey,
thanks.
Hey, so as we've learned,
Worst
they're
service in the
up.
world.
They're up. Some half of them close early, and half of them are open, and one person is working. And but the person that we had was so nice.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
She was so kind that it ended up being a good experience, but it was not a short experience.
Oh.
But
Yeah, it takes a long time.
I was streaming Johnny eating. It was taking a long time, so Johnny got so hungry he resorted to jelly packets.
Oh, I've been
You know,
there.
the little spread.
Yeah,
things.
dude.
I've been
He's
there,
like, "Oh, I
Johnny.
need
I've been there.
sustenance." So he started eating that, and the chat comment we got during that was, "I can't be watching this." So we've been quoting that for the last.
You know,
day.
Can't be watching.
I remember,
can't be watching this.
in,
Bad for me.
in high school, I would never have a lunch, and I never would get money to whatever. So I would just go. They used to have Arby's like once every now and then, and so I would just go to. They had Arby's packets, and I would just suck that,
Oh.
and that'd be my lunch with my Arby's
red
Arby's
sauce?
Yeah, that
Oh,
would be my lunch.
better than the horsey sauce, but still, dude.
Yeah.
Yo,
That
without
was
fucking
weird.
meat.
Yeah, so Johnny had to resort to that freshman year. Shawn, you don't want to do that. That's
No.
that's not a fun time to.
Eventually, though, all the food came, and it's really just one person working.
Yeah, when we walked in, it was a little grim. We saw one dude. He wasn't a server, but I guess he was helping the person, and he was just walking around like this, just doing that.
Whoa,
and I was like,
good
"Ooh, this
sign.
isn't looking good."
No.
Good sign.
I think their policy now is like one person in the kitchen and one
Dude.
serving.
I really
It's like
Yeah.
there's no one there, and we're waiting to be seated, and we're waiting like 20 minutes to be
That's
seated.
a
and it's
bad
like
sign.
there's no one in here.
That's
I
a
could
bad
just sit
sign.
down. You know? Okay.
that's the
Yeah.
one. That's I think like the one big loss after
Oh,
COVID.
Night Owls lost.
Night owls that used to be
Yeah.
able to just go to a diner, go to, there were a lot of diners back in the day. Denny's, Coco's,
Yeah.
IHOP,
Marie Callender's.
Marie Callender's,
But
local mom and pop spots. And then it was like COVID wiped them all out. The service is just terrible.
But you know
now.
what's funny? There is one local joint in San Diego that endured all that. Like, no, we're staying 24 hours.
Sure.
And it's always busy. It's always
Yeah.
like people
Slammed.
love it.
Yeah.
And service is pretty good most of the time. Every now and then there's going to be a bad.
There's
night,
a market
but
for
most
this.
of the time. Yeah, and I'm just like, what happened here?
gotta
Everyone's coming to this.
It's got to come back, the late night spots, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Night Owls, we need to reclaim the night. That's all I'm saying.
And
Normally I would have, I was streaming 10 hours here instead of going to Denny's.
there you go.
Dude, I won't do a Denny's. Like I did it once post COVID,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
I'm not.
we've told that story. It was
Yeah.
like the worst.
Yeah, we were
Experience
we were
ever.
sitting there shooting the shit and streaming. So it's like we're chilling.
Yeah.
And again, she was so
Warned you up
nice through
front.
all of it and everything. So it was like, yo, we're good. But yeah, when we went in the summer, we went after a show that we all went to. I think we went to an Aquabats concert and a bunch of friends. And it was like friends who had to drive back up to LA. And it was like, we're calling it, we're bailing. Sorry. I feel like I've been in that situation so many times since the pandemic,
Yeah.
where it's like I'm with half the group has to like get up and bail on the dinner. And it's like, this is so awkward. I'll never come back here kind of thing,
Yeah.
But last night I didn't know. I didn't have it.
Yeah, I think our full meal took about like 2.5 hours.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
That's a lot.
that
From
night's
beginning to
crazy.
I
And it's
hate that.
it's like 1 a.m.
Oh yeah,
So there's no one else in there.
we left at like
Yeah.
2:30.
I've been to Denny's a couple times, but it's always the morning, and that's fine still. Like that's like
yeah,
you know,
they
Yeah.
have the
they
staff
depend
show
on
up.
that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
for that,
it is not.
They're super short staffed at night though.
Dang, that's rough.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of delicious food, I then saw. I don't know if Kevin could turn his mic on, but I saw that he had the MRE stream.
Oh yeah, that's
which
right.
I always love.
Yeah.
I always love doing them.
Now,
really
what
good.
was the grossest? What was the best?
Grossest was the macaroni and red sauce.
Ugh.
Ugh.
The best was beef and barbecue sauce.
Beef and barbecue. All right.
Did you eat all of your daily caloric intake in that one sitting? Like, did you skip breakfast and lunch?
I did. That was actually the only thing I ate that day, but it still fucks you up.
It's still
You're
like,
not meant
yeah.
to eat that much preserved.
Are you
food
happy
that
you-
fast.
Were you feeling like a little bloated, a little oversalted by the end of the
Yes,
night?
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Now, I was tuning in and out, but then I saw you drinking this drink that looked.
Oh, that was
It
rancid.
looked like a Chester's Bitchin' Hybrid Kitchen situation. Now, I was curious. Did you mix things incorrectly, or was that how it's supposed to be?
I mixed everything that was drink related into one.
Oh. Okay,
And then-
okay.
And then added some Tabasco sauce to it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So it was like a Chester's
Yes,
Bitchin'
yes,
beverage
yes.
Mitchin. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool.
Well, war is hell. So
War.
Yeah. That's a
There you
man's
go.
only
I
comfort.
mean, yeah.
His
That's,
MRE.
what are you gonna do?
He's right. He's right. You know.
Kevin, I will say though, I thought it was a great stream, but I thought it was a little bit much putting yourself in a Last Supper scene like that. I thought was
I
like,
love the backgrounds. That was fucking.
I don't know.
I was dying.
I think Kevin should chill on that.
There was
Somebody else was on
one
the board.
of the Titanic song.
yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just don't think he needed to do all that. Just you know
There's
what?
some really good
Stick to the
ones.
meals, bro.
There's some really good
Stick
ones.
to the meals,
I shouldn't-
bro.
I can't laugh, but it's so funny. Again, it hurts. it
Oh,
Don't
cough.
laugh. Stop making
Cough.
yourself laugh.
Shawn, stop it. It's not funny.
was very funny.
But anyway, so yeah, thank you for watching all the streams this week. As I said before, I do want to talk gamer shit
gamer shit.
because I didn't I talked about streaming it, but I really did have fun playing Man Who Erased His Name. I had been playing Yakuza 0 on my Steam Deck, kind of getting back into that world over
Right.
Christmas break. And I'm like, well, I got to play this. Apparently this Man Who Erased His Name leads right up to the new Yakuza. Well, I got to stop saying it. It's Like a Dragon.
Infinite
now.
Wealth.
They've changed the name.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon 8, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, coming out this Friday. My most anticipated media release of the year so far. I'm so excited. It's really crazy how it's a worldwide release now.
Right.
Like it used to be like, oh, those come out in
Regions.
Japan, and then
Yeah.
5 months later, oh, US wants it? Okay. But now it's a huge game here. to the point that they're having all these huge streamers play it. XQC, huge streamer. They got him to play it. This is how big the game is. They have one of the biggest streamers play it. XQC. You don't watch his streams? XQC. It was amazing. They didn't know it was turn based. So they're playing it and they couldn't figure out why he wasn't doing the attack.
They didn't play Zero?
It was a paid, it was a sponsored stream.
Man, they could have paid us.
But that was cool. I thought, kind of show you what not to do.
Embarrassing.
But anyway, I am so looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
I want to beat this. It's really cool that this one takes place concurrently with A Man Who Erased His Name takes place concurrently with the last Yakuza game. Like a dragon. And so like there's things going on that's like, hey, these guys are having a meeting. Is that important? Yeah, I don't know about that. And it's like, well, if you played the last game, you fucking know it's important. Like, you should not be ignoring that kind of thing. It was really, really cool. And it goes right up to the new game starting.
Okay. Yeah. Is this what's the gameplay? Because, Like a Dragon was the first time we got this
it became turn-based.
Dragon Quest style turn-based. And Infinite Wealth is continuing this.
Yeah.
But what is this game in the middle here? What is this bridging game?
You're playing Kiryu again, who is the old Yakuza character. So the controls are the way the old games used to be.
So it's the brawler.
Just beat 'em up.
It's like 7.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, 5, 6,
5, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just beat 'em up. Different control scheme, and then this new game will be the turn-based because now you're Ichiban. You're the new guy. So
but you were the new guy in 7. So
yes.
It's interesting, like this little, and it's a cheaper title, right?
Yes.
What's this bridging game called again?
Man Who Erased His Name.
Man Who Erased His Name.
When I got it, it was on sale with it had like a bonus DLC pack or something, and it was all like $40.
But it takes place at the same time as Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's concurrently, it almost kind of recaps you. It's great to play.
Okay, because I haven't finished Like a Dragon yet.
Yeah. It really does a great job at recapping you. It's like, oh, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, oh yeah, that happened in the last game. It's just like one other guy's perspective. He's doing his own thing, but all this other stuff is happening at the same time. And it's kind of recapping you. And it kind of recaps old games too in the series.
Oh, that's sick.
So if you never played the old series, it's like you can kind of jump into this one, and it kind of like, oh, we're going to fight this dude. Oh, it's just like, remember this other guy we fought? Yeah. And it's like, oh, they kind of recapped you on that game.
Okay.
So it's great. It's awesome. And I wish I could have played this sooner. I guess I didn't know. I'm like, oh, it's a Kiryu thing. I'm more into Ichiban.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing I was thinking is like, I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait. It's so close. The new one's coming. Like, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. But I heard so many good things about it. I had to play it. And I'm glad I did. So.
It's short?
It is, like 10. I think some people say they beat it in 9 hours.
That's not short to me.
I kind of feel like they should all be this length. I would like that better. To me, I don't need like 50 hours of this or whatever. But maybe some people are saying 15 hours. It depends on what you do. But
okay,
yeah, I've been loving it.
Very interesting.
I have some gamer shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I am so tired of hearing Switch 2 rumors. It's been driving me.
It's been happening for 5 years.
5 years of Switch 2 rumors.
Yeah.
Nintendo, you need to release this shit because I'm tired of hearing about it.
But then I heard Switch 3 coming out.
Oh, Switch 3.
No, but prior to that, Johnny, every day was Switch Pro. They're going to do Switch Pro. There's going to be Switch Pro. Remember? And then they finally dropped OLED Switch. And it was like, did that end it? I feel like you still heard I heard they were going to do this. I heard they were going to do that. That's just the nature of Nintendo. It's like no one can ever stop talking about it.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if they're even planning this. I mean, obviously they're planning it, but it's gotten
that's coming out this year.
So ridiculous at this point. It's like, can we just move on? And we won't know. None of what people are saying is going to be true, and we won't know until it gets released. And I'm just tired of I feel like every week I open YouTube and it's 8 videos where it's a guy going and it says Switch 2. I'm like, I can't.
At this point, every review has been every possibility has been put out there. So there's no point talking about it until it's out.
I feel like Nintendo's kind of screwed too, because if they have a direct at any point, which I feel like they should coming up, maybe.
I think traditionally there is almost always one in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
feel like if they don't talk about it, it will just be nothing but they're going to talk about it, and if they don't, then they didn't talk about it.
They didn't
and this
talk
is
about
why.
it,
And
right.
This could be a whole thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe they will, and this will be solved, and Johnny's problem will be over, and we'll get a new Switch. So that's exciting.
We definitely need one. That Switch is like on its last legs for sure.
You
Yeah.
know, though, I finally started playing Red Dead 1
Mm.
on
Yeah.
the Switch.
Nice.
Yeah, I was playing that too.
And you know, people when it came out were so mad about like the price and like I don't know, like graphic. They
Frame
didn't
rate
do
or
a
something, yeah.
remake or whatever. I don't know. But like I just had no way of playing this game, and I love the second one so much, and I was like, well, one day I'll like to play one, and so now I can, and it's. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look as great, but it's fucking awesome. Like I'm loving it.
Yeah,
So
I thought it was great too, and I wasn't ever looking at it on Switch going, man, I wish this was better or ran better.
Right.
Thought it was fine. That
it's
was great.
fine. It's fine. Yeah, and I also like I could have gotten on a different console, but it's like, well, now I can have it portable, and that's nice for me. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
How long has the Switch been out at this point? Because I'm sitting here
Dude,
thinking,
long.
like, do I need a new Switch? I don't think I do.
Shit, 2017.
It's been a
20
minute.
2017.
2017. Okay. Yeah. Damn. That's a full cycle.
I mean, that's 7 years. I think they're more than up for. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's at this point there are a ton of things that it can't do.
yeah.
That you know, it's like, oh, can they port? There's a million games they can't port to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if they just wanted more ports, they just can't do it.
It needs
Um,
to stay backwards compatible to the Switch.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
so.
That's as long as it could do that.
And the Wii was right. The Wii and the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to
they've
boot
all been
into
until
Wii
Switch.
mode.
Switch couldn't play like
Right.
you know Wii U
and
stuff.
that makes sense.
The Wii U booting into Wii mode was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I
that
do
sucks.
kind of
But it
wish
worked.
that there was a way to play Wii U games on the Switch.
You don't have your Wii U? Oh.
They ported
Well,
some of them.
Yeah, they ported
Some.
just about all of them.
Oh,
The
Not
good
the
ones.
I want. Not Wii Party U. The only one I
Yeah.
want.
Oh,
The only one I'm really waiting for is like, I mean, at this point, I don't think they're gonna do it, but Wind Waker HD.
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
was
Zombie
like-
U.
Yeah, that too.
No, I'm like, what happened with those?
Yeah, that is
also
weird.
Devil's Third. We never got it on Switch. When's that coming? TikTok.
Yeah.
But
Do
yeah,
you think that the Switch dock now will work for the Switch too? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna have so many docks. That's gonna be dope.
yeah. I don't know.
It's just USB-C.
Yeah, I
That'd
know.
be
So
cool.
theoretically, it should. I can't see
Yeah.
why they would change that.
That'd be cool.
But like
it's
maybe
just
they'll make
HDMI.
the thickness.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the
Different.
system might not fit. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
No, they got to make it fit. It
You
should
think
only
so?
be it should only be getting smaller.
Yeah. 'Cause
I don't know.
That is the one
I'd
thing.
want
It's
it
like
bigger
I
for
want
sure.
more docks for the Switch.
Yeah.
Like just that I can have in any
Mhm.
room in my house.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, in a Steam Deck world, like we need a better Switch. I think
Yeah.
personally.
I think they got showed up a little bit by that. Not and the general public maybe doesn't care as
Yeah.
much about Steam Deck.
also
as,
Well,
6
now
years
that I've
later.
actually played the Steam Deck, I will say that like it definitely is I mean, it's far superior than the Switch in the sense of like what it can do
Sure.
and how it looks.
Yeah.
But there is still something like it's a lot. And
yeah.
the average
It's not for Joe Public.
the average
feels like.
person, if they held that, like I don't know what the fuck to do with this thing.
Yeah. My mom plays Switch constantly, and I don't think she would know kind of where to go with the
Steam Deck?
She'd be
Yeah.
like, it's not the same thing. It's not catering to the same audience.
No,
at all,
not at
but-
all.
I
but
put
it's
it
cool.
in, I put mine in Linux mode and couldn't figure out how to get it back into regular mode for like a fucking day. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
I kept bringing mine around when I was in New Jersey, and my aunt has a 6-year-old kid, and he's like obsessed with his Switch. He just plays Minecraft all day. And she's like, "Oh, is that your Switch?" I'm like, "No, this is a Steam Deck." And she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, there's a thing called Steam. It's owned by like a company called Valve, and
Oh,
they're
no.
like, I could just see her eyes glazing over. Like
Yeah.
she didn't care.
It's not as easy to say as Nintendo.
And then she was like, "What are you playing on there?" I'm like, "Halo." And she's like, "Oh, I've heard of Halo. Make sure your cousin doesn't see that because
Oh.
that game's violent."
Oh no.
And I've heard of Halo. And I was like, okay.
I've
Halo,
heard
Halo's
Halo.
not. I mean, it's alien violence.
No.
I know, that's what I
Yeah.
said. I was like, it's not that bad. I don't
She should not know about most games. Then.
Baby
Like,
graphics.
if Halo's a problem,
Yeah.
there's I'm pretty sure there's a worse game out there. I don't know what it is.
You're playing
but
the first one, Combat Evolved?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I bought the Master Chief collection was like $5.
Is that
yeah,
cool
it was
on
super
there?
cheap.
What was that?
You like that on there?
Oh yeah, it's great. It runs perfect.
I really got to use mine more. And I was talking to, I forget who I was talking to about this. It was just this week, but I was like, thinking of getting Counter-Strike 2 is like out, right?
I think so.
I think so.
I remember like they just dropped it and it was like, surprise, Counter-Strike 2's here. And it's like a better version of, Counter-Strike Go, or like a newer version, better graphics.
I'm always afraid to play those games because I feel like people have gotten like unbelievably good at it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been out for so
Yeah.
long. Like the other day, I just hopped into TF2, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
still up and running, which is crazy. And I died in 1 second, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Turn this off.
Yeah, because I think that's the last thing I did on my Steam Deck was probably played Counter-Strike Source. But the user base is, it's just super good
Yeah.
boomers.
I've always,
And I need to play something new, so I was thinking about, jumping on like a new online multiplayer game.
I jumped in on. I've never played Halo 1's multiplayer,
Oh,
and that is awesome.
and active?
Yeah.
The servers are running?
With the Master Chief Collection, yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
You can hit like roulette mode, and it'll pick 1, 2, 3, and you could just go into the
Ooh,
game.
wow.
And I was like, this is great. I was having a
That's
great
cool.
time.
That's cool.
Just on my Steam Deck, I was doing this as well.
Yeah, because I want something to where I can just like, I'm going to play a quick one or two rounds of an online multiplayer. I was kind of thinking of that on the PPS we played. Kevin found me an old PS3 Fat and it just randomly had a disc in it. It was Medal of Honor 2010. So we were playing that and I was like, man, I used to play shooters. I played Battlefield 4. I played Black Ops, Call of Duty. I played like every once in a while I would play a shooter and I do like them. I just haven't played one in years. Since like
Yeah.
Doom Eternal, which is not really, it's kind of a shooter, but also a weird parkour. There's a lot going on with Doom Eternal.
I was never a big shooter fan because I would just go over to my friends' houses when I was a teen and they'd just be playing zombies and I'd be like, can we
Yeah.
do something else?
I missed that whole, I was in on the Nuketown craze, but
Yeah.
the zombies craze I wasn't in on. But that got me thinking of like, I should get a new game. I heard about another new online multiplayer game that's like cross system compatible called Heroes, Banners, something. I can't remember, but apparently that's like the new hotness.
I mean, the chat
Like
saying
Apex. I played Apex Legends for like a month. The finals, that's what it's called. Alma Chris area. Thank you. Yeah, I heard the finals is going to be like the new thing in the next like couple months.
Yeah, I know you don't want to ever play this game, but Fortnite has gotten pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't.
And they got
you're-
MGS skins now, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Snake is out finally. I think
MGS
next week.
crossover on Tuesday.
Two
Yep.
days. Solid Snake is going to be
Yeah.
able to come out. I can't bring myself to play Fortnite. It's the cartoony bullshit graphics.
Dude,
But this
Uh,
new game is like a little more serious looking.
Okay.
The finals looks a little more like Counter-Strikey.
I
Anyway.
went over a friend's house while I was in New Jersey, and he was playing Fortnite, and I was like baffled what that game has become. You could play a full racing game in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Legos.
Lego Fortnite.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are we doing? This is just I think after Roblox, these companies just want to make it all encompassing kind of
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They want you to
Bro.
live in their world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, they want people spending as much time in the universe as possible
Mhm.
because there's an event space where you just go for events, which is like festivals. That's where like Ariana Grande plays and like they have
Oh.
DJs do their thing and it's just hang out here. And I'm fucking telling you, the Lego thing is a gateway drug.
You think so?
Ah,
I know so because my nephew, who's like a Lego obsessed, 9-year-old,
Yeah.
is not allowed to play, super addictive games on the fucking iPad like Fortnite.
Yeah.
But, my sister and my brother-in-law said, well, he loves Lego. And they announced the Lego thing. It's a commercial on TV constantly. He's begging us. So we let him play, we locked everything else down and only the Lego mode.
Holy shit.
And he played that for a week.
Yeah.
And then he begged and pleaded and wanted the next mode unlocked. So they caved. And now he's like full on for like a month is like a 9-year-old Fortnite fucking headshotter. 360 no scope, my nephew, dude.
He's drinking chug jugs. he's doing
Yeah,
Fortnite
he's
shit.
dancing now instead of fucking spending time outdoors.
Oh yeah.
It's happened. They kind of gateway to holding that younger generation in. Well, it's just Lego. It's like, oh, you
They-
laid the bait.
Speaking of Lego, that was
Epic
another game I
games.
got on Steam Deck. I played a couple over the holidays. Yakuza 0. I just wanted to go back to that world. I had never beaten that one, so I went back to that. And then I also got, because it was so cheap on the store, the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Oh.
That's been a blast. It's been great. I mean, it was like $6 or something.
Yeah.
I have
on
that
the-
on like Wii or something.
No, this is
The
new.
new
This
one.
came out in the last
It's
year.
the entire It's every movie.
It's episode 1 through
Oh,
9.
prequels.
It's not the first 3 movies.
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
No. Well, I mean, it is too.
That
but
was
it's-
like I think that's the only Lego games I own are the ones before voice acting.
Yeah, no. This one is
All
fully
fucking every movie.
fully everything, new game from fully everything, and I'm going through 1 through 9, where it's
Wow.
actually going episode by episode, and it's
What
been
episode you in?
really fun. I just got to Attack of the Clones,
Oh,
so I'm at the best level. It'll probably peak there, and I won't continue.
Yeah,
Nice.
Probably.
But yeah, fully voice acted. You know, all
Movie
the John Williams
clips,
music and shit. Not movie clips. They recreate all of it in Legos,
they do.
and so shit's just breaking. It's great. Yeah. You know, you blow something up and it just falls apart. I don't know how. I was trying to think of a more fun way to describe it, but that's all I got.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I
Um,
want to play the finals.
Okay.
Are you gonna play Pal World? Anybody here playing Pal World?
No.
Do you know about that?
I know about it just because on Twitter and stuff, but people said today that it was the highest grossing game on Steam currently. But I think it's a
How
meme, like it's a
world?
bad game, right? Isn't it horrible?
It's got a ton of Pokemon shit in it. It's like
Yeah.
Pokemon with guns, I've heard. And
Finally.
and there's creatures in it that it's definitely AI generated.
oh
and-
shit.
Yeah, and people are like, look at this creature here, and it's like, yo, this is definitely using artwork from like this Pokemon.
Mm.
Like it's not good, but it like broke records on how many concurrent people. There were like over a million concurrent players at one point playing at the same
Shawn,
time.
we got to get on this.
Nintendo's like
Okay.
foaming at the mouth right now. They're
Yep.
like ready for the lawsuit.
Game
They're like,
Freak
"We're gonna make
lawyers."
so much money.
Yeah.
Switch 3 next.
So yeah.
It's gonna.
So
fund
yeah, it looks heinous. I'm not gonna play it, but
Mm.
it is big right now.
Mm.
But yeah, going back to holidays, I played that Lego game and that Yakuza game, and got the OLED Steam Deck now. It looks really nice, and
with that.
played that
orange.
around the holidays. We were going to like Christmas stuff at family, seeing family, and I was just playing that, and every kid would just walk by the couch going, "Is that? Oh, that's not the Switch. What is? Oh, wow!" And then they'd look at the game for a minute. There's a lot of talking. Walk away.
Mhm.
Because Yakuza 0, anytime anybody walked by, it was a cutscene where like, this person, they want the empty lot. We're gonna fight over this property.
That happen. That does happen a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting over things.
I think we're done.
Okay.
We got
How
goodies.
are your ribs?
Oh.
Maybe
I
there's
just
some
have to
like.
stand up. Like I just am feeling it.
Maybe there's like a girdle in the goodie bag or something.
Yeah.
for
Oh
you
my
to wear.
God. Do you think that's possible?
I mean,
Could
Oh,
anything's
I was
possible.
also gonna say we don't have to be done. That's fine.
Sure.
I played Red Dead and that's pretty much it. But I said I was gonna do this last year and I couldn't find it, but I finally found my dad's jacket he got for working the Super Bowl
Yo.
Oh shit.
oh yeah,
Back-
this thing is lit.
back in the 90s. And dude, it is fucking so cool. Look at that. Oh, damn, dude. It's like an old Letterman's like yeah, so this
Wow.
is gonna be my new
Ooh,
this is my new-
smells
That's a
like a
sick
grandpa.
Yeah, it's all embroidered
I like
and
jacket
stuff.
over the jacket.
Smells like
yeah,
a
well, it's
closet.
such a big jacket that it's fine.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I finally have like look at that.
Yo.
NBC Sports
How
How did
logo.
he let that go? You have it now?
Yeah, he had it in the Goodwill pile. I'm like, I don't think so.
Are you joking?
Yeah, like the back is fine.
Not everyone gets to
dope.
work the Super Bowl.
I know. And he was like, I don't need it. I'm like, Dad, I remember you wearing this all the time. I'm gonna take this. This is
Yeah.
like this
Yeah,
is
it's
sick.
nice.
No joke. Rocco and I were looking at like stuff on eBay that are like similar to that, jackets like that. They go for
Yeah.
like $300 on
They
eBay.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's it right
shit.
now.
Oh,
Don't let Jason Cryer near that thing, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna wear it. It's
Damn,
it's
dude.
I wore
Looks
this
warm.
as a kid all the time, but it was always like this. And so I put it on today. I'm like, oh, it fits me.
It actually fit. You
Yeah.
grew into it.
Oops, yeah.
Well, I've got the cool Mega64
Yeah, that's
jacket
cool
on
too.
today, so
That's cool. Yeah.
Well, let's open
Sure, yeah.
a couple things and we'll wrap this up. Guys, if you want to send us stuff to our P.O. Box, we are at Mega64 P.O. Box 713-090, Santee, California, 92072. You could also email us at podcast@mega64.com if there's anything you want to get heard on the show.
yeah, we'll tell you.
These are both addressed to Mega64, so whoever
Oh,
wants
it's
to-
open.
Yeah, generic. Why don't you take one, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're here.
Okay, I'm going to
See if there's a note.
Ready?
Yep.
Uh huh.
Here's a note. Not sure who will like this, but just a movie I loved growing up. Also, I sent the Jones Mega64 soda a while ago.
Ooh.
Anyone keep a bottle or two?
Yeah, we all have them
From
kept.
from Totally. Is that just their name? It just says from Totally.
No,
Totally teen.
Totally. Well, we definitely have those bottles.
Those
in our
bottles
lobby.
are in here. There's one in my garage, in my little trophy area.
We
Those
have
are
them,
cool.
on display.
No shit. Time Bandits.
Oh,
in
I love
4K.
this.
Criterion
I
Collection.
was
Yeah.
about to buy this shit. I really was about to buy this.
Kevin called.
Oh,
dibs.
we do Dobbs, Kevin. Okay,
Oh,
well, there you go,
bummer.
Kev.
Well, and then guess what? Possession is 3/5
All right, so that is 2/4 yours, Kevin, I think. If that's how it works with Dobbs.
You opened.
Oh, no, for real. That's a great movie, though.
That's really cool.
I love that movie as a kid, too. I haven't
I remember
rewatched it
back
in
in
a
the
while.
day.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw this a million years ago. I really was seriously like eyeing this. Thank you so much.
Sean
I'll let you
Connery's
know
in
how
it.
was.
Oh,
No, that's really cool.
This is from Brandon, but they wrote like a whole page of stuff.
yeah.
I don't know if anyone else wants to read that. Good.
I'll read that later.
Johnny, you don't want to do homework? You don't
no,
want to read an
no,
essay?
I'm horrible at reading aloud.
Well, they
Terry
just said
Gilliam.
thanks for 20 years of entertainment. You know, they reminisced when Christmas cast or I drank pee. I don't remember that happening.
I do.
They got souvenirs from a recent trip to Japan
Never forget.
to show us, and then they said there was a present they promised us at the live tour.
Oh,
So-
This might be said present. I don't know if someone wants to open that.
Should we open it?
yeah.
And these
Sure.
are a bunch of
Sure.
gachapon.
Oh,
Yeah, these are treats from
Shake
Japan.
that. It sounds like a. Let me hear. Oh, I hear loose discs.
loose disc. Let's I'll open this up. Let's see.
They're charms from. They went to.
What the fuck?
They went to a temple, and there
Oh.
were things there for.
Can
us.
you not show that? Oh, this is it.
Oh!
Citizen
Kane
Kane
64,
bro.
Is this from the homie?
Yeah,
This
dude.
is. We did talk to
From Brandon.
Yeah,
We talked to Brandon
Yo, shouts
on
out
tour.
There's an instruction manual and everything too.
So that's a
awesome.
CD inside.
Do you see what the box actually is?
Yeah, it's a COVID test.
Oh, it's a code.
Ah, that's hilarious.
That's
Did
so
you open
fucking
it?
cool.
Citizen Kane 64.
Dude, we should have this displayed up here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's sick.
Johnny, that is from they're talismans. The white ones with paper cranes on them are for longevity of life. The red and purple ones are to ward off sickness, and the plain white one is for a good relationship.
Oh, we should hang those in the
Where's that
set too.
The what? Okay, whoa, this gachapon that he got. I saw ET, so I went to open it.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna have your mind blown at this. This
Is
is
it-
so dope.
It's not just ET.
This is so sick. Kevin's gonna be so pissed he wasn't on the set for this. He's gonna be so mad. This is the official. Fuck.
Oh wow!
He
Drop
dropped
that
it.
little raisin.
I'm
His
gonna-
little raisin body.
Gone.
Oh my
ET.
God.
I'm gonna say it.
He phoned home.
I'm gonna be the first one to let it fly.
How'd you do
ET's
this?
one ugly motherfucker.
Was it like a ring?
The ET ring,
What?
Oh, kiss the ring, dude.
dude. This is the new Godfather ring.
What the
Wait,
fuck,
Is there a
dude?
close- is there a close-up on
That's
that?
a real ring.
No. You know what?
Ew.
I wish we would have had this when I got married. Jenny could have given me that one.
Yeah.
I would've
That's
wanted
Right?
ugly.
That
I
is
do.
the ugliest ring I've ever
I
seen.
do.
He is.
That
What?
is the ugliest ring.
When you make a character, Steven Spielberg, make him a little cuter. You could sell some
That's
merchandise.
not okay. It's
He
not
looks like a fucking
because
testicle.
these things. Listen, they tried to change the design of Admiral Akbar in Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing they told them. Sometimes things that aren't people who aren't cute or handsome or whatever can do good things. It's a lesson kids need to learn. So why doesn't this thing look like cutie? Look like Hello Kitty? That's
Hello,
sorry.
shitty.
No, that's
Wakabayashi.
a it's natural evolution. If something looks like that, get away. It's gonna spray you with venom or do something dangerous.
Does anyone want a talisman? You could do some like Jackie Chan adventure shit.
I think we should
Yeah.
hang them in the
Okay.
set. You want me to hang one behind
Yeah.
us?
This
There's-
one's purple.
There's also a series of gachapon toys from Dragon Ball that are like obscure accessories. So like it's not characters like Goku, it's a scouter or a the sensu bean pot or the cookie Shawn, we cut it from the video. Dabura gets turned into a cookie.
Oh, we cut that, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I really wanted to make a Dabura, but couldn't fit it
that
in
didn't
there.
fit in the Busaga
big
video.
one.
But anyway,
Red paint.
so this what we got. This one is
What is
turtle Roshi's turtle shell.
Oh, that's a
on
cool.
display. That's really cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, what is in that one?
Oh, let's see.
Well, it's gonna be mine. So
Oh,
I love Gashapon. Wow, they have all of the scouters.
pink elephant.
There you go.
that's
Congrats,
what
Johnny,
that's
and your
what
little
get.
pink
This is
elephant.
what you
Oh,
get.
I'm keeping the ET ring.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
That's like a Pink Floyd
Kiss
kind of
this
thing,
ring.
or what?
I am
Yeah.
the Godfather. Godfather. Kill Luca Brazzi.
Wait, Luca's his friend. Remember, he gives his
Yeah, but he doesn't like him
undying
'cause he's
dedication as his bridal purse.
Yeah, but he's got a bad vibe. So
on the
he's gotta
day
go.
of your daughter's your daughter's wedding.
This
All
guy's
right.
name is Dom Dom, by the way. So
Dom Dom the pink elephant.
Dom
there you go.
DeLuise.
Oh, look at that. That's actually kind of cool.
Stupid.
I'm telling you.
Fucking
Wait. There's an electronic thing.
What?
waste of
Oh!
plastic. What the fuck? It lights up.
Look.
That
Johnny.
rocks.
Press the tail.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Which end's
Congrats.
the tail?
I'll never tell. Hey, thank you everybody for sending us stuff. Again, tune in. If you want to see more of the podcast, tune in to our Patreon and you'll get a little bit extra every week. So we'll see you there. Take care, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
And good luck.
Kevin, do you know how to? No, but
Yeah.
do you know how to do like
Fade.
trippy effects to?
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, well, look at what do you know? Look at that. Look at that. See, that's how you do it, Johnny.